Hi guys, can you hear me अच्छे से? Because I think am I audible? All right, people. So we are going to wait for a couple of minutes before we start with the exam. Before we start with the exam topic and exam discussion. All right. So yeah, by the time those who are joining can let us know that what do they do and everything related to them. That's going to be amazing. Thank you. गाइज लेट अस वेट जो ज्वाइन कर रहा है अपना एक छोटा सा इंट्रोडक्शन देगा गाइज फटाफट से those who are joining can keep commenting. I cannot see. I can't see students typing. Come on. People, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you all to type. We are going to wait for a couple of minutes ताकि और लोग join कर लें. Hi, Sumek Thakur. I can see your hello in the chats. Very good. I'm so happy that you have joined. Sumek, please give us a little introduction about yourself and tell us about what you do and a little about yourself, please. Come on, quick, quick, quick. Okay, guys, so I would like to let you know that one of the greatest news in the town is that Unacademy has recently partnered with Cambridge, and that is the biggest news. Yes, you got it right, people. So Unacademy has recently partnered with Cambridge, and that's the big news. Now, when I say Unacademy has partnered recently with Cambridge has partnered with the Unacademy, I mean to inform you guys that it's the greatest news. Why? Because it's huge. I think ever since we started preparing for IELTS, the only question that we have is that हम study material कहाँ से लाएंगे, हम कैसे पढ़ेंगे, कौन हमें help करेगा, and there are a lot of other questions. So to ace all these questions, I think that's the reason Unacademy has partnered with Cambridge, and it solves every little thing. चाहे वो आपका स्टडी मटेरियल का हो, चाहे वो आपका कंटेंट का हो, चाहे वो आपका टीचर्स का हो, हम सब लोगों को, सभी टीचर्स कैम्ब्रिज सर्टिफाइड टीचर्स हैं, एंड मतलब कोई प्रॉब्लम वाली बात ही नहीं है, बिकॉज ऑल ऑफ दैट वट एवर वी आर डूइंग, यस, everything that we are doing, guys, is like Cambridge based. So that's the biggest news. ये बहुत बड़ी बात है, and everybody is enjoying, everybody is using the benefits that Unacademy is providing. You're preparing, and I have taken the exam on IELTS, which is 3rd of September. You have 1 month to make. I think you should contact us for your preparation. If you need any help, you can reach out to me on my Telegram channel, which is by the name of IELTS by Shivangi, and I can definitely help you out with whatever is needed. Yeah? Does that look good? Yes? Anji Sumit, please help us understand your information. All the modules all clear, but I have faced little difficulty in reading. That's a little tough. I know that's a little tough, but I think you will be able to do it. Do you want any assistance? Okay. So, Meg, I think you can reach out to us on our Telegram channel, which is my Telegram channel is by the name of IELTS by Shivangi. You can reach out to me there, and I think I can help you very nicely with your preparation and understanding what all you need and how you need help. Okay? Looks good? Looks good? Can we move? Perfect. So, guys, the agenda of this session is to talk about task one. First of all, I need to understand. I need to understand that how. I need to know that आप लोगों को क्या पता है. What do you know about task one? What do you know about task one, people? Do you know about task one? Okay. So, guys, academic task one is pretty simple, and academics task one is all about report writing. In this report writing, you can get a bar graph, you can get a pie chart, you can get a line graph, and anything. So, before we talk about the trends that you see, I think it's time for us to look at some graphs. Okay. Description of various types of graphs, absolutely. So I'm going to show you some graphs, and I would request all my learners to help me understand what does these graphs say. So do you see the graph on my screen, guys? There is the oh, I'm so sorry. Brilliant. So guys, let us see this graph and try to understand what does it say. Let's look at the graph and tell what does this graph say? What is this all about? Is it a bar graph, pie chart, and what all? Look at the graph, guys. I can't see your messages. If anyone is messaging, I cannot see. What is the given graph showing? What is the graph all about? It's a bar graph for sure. Yes, you got it right. But what does the graph show? If we need to write the introduction of any graph, we need to know what does it show. So I need to know from you all, what does this graph show? Yes, everybody. Cool. So I'll help you understand what does the graph say, guys. However, I expect all my learners to tell me what does the graph say. But if you're not saying, then that's a problem, because the graph is very, very simple, and it shows what? It shows the amount, the expenditure on 6 different consumer goods in 4 different in 4 different Gulf countries, right? So these are Gulf countries or European countries. What are they? So they are the 4 countries. Let's make it simple. अगर हमें नहीं पता कि वो गल्फ है, वो क्या है, so let's make it simple. है ना? That looks good. Looks good. People, all right. So the graph shows the graph shows the amount spent on 6 consumer goods in 4 different countries, and there are about 4 different countries that you see, and there are 6 consumer goods. Now looking at the graph, you have to tell, so introduction needs to contain about 2 things. One, the name of the graph, and the second, what is it trying to depict, and what is the number, like what is the calibration. So how is the data calibrated? How is the data calibrated? Which means that whether it is in percentage, whether it is in number, or is it in anything else. Perfect. Let's move on. I'll show you another graph. Look at the another graph and tell me what does the data say. No answers are coming from you guys. Okay. So this bar graph is, acha, theek hai, I'll give you about a minute's time. You see if you understand. If not, then I'll explain. Okay, so guys, let me tell you now. I think I need to break the ice because otherwise the ice is going to go on and we'll not be able to melt it. Okay. So people, what you see right now on my screen says is a bar graph. And what does this bar graph do? This bar graph shows the oil production for 6 Gulf countries from 90 to 10, which means from 1990 to 2000 or 1990 to 2010, whatever it is, you will see it. Right. So this particular graph shows the production, or you can say the manufacturing, or the way the oil is produced for 6 Gulf countries from 1990 to 2010. Okay. All right. Yes. Looks good. Does that look good to everyone? Amazing. So Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia and UAE. You have to write down that the graph shows, the given bar graph shows the manufacture or the production of the given bar graph shows the production of oil from 1992 till 2010 in the Gulf countries, in the given Gulf countries, or in the Gulf countries, right? Or in the countries, namely Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Qatar, Saudi, UAE. That's it. Looks good? Brilliant. So that's about it. Move on to the next. Look at the next. People, the time is over. All right, guys. So this is a line graph, right? This is a line graph, and what does it say? It says, and it talks about two very important things. One, it shows the, what does it show? It shows the traffic. It shows the frequency of people who travel every day, who use this particular station, underground station, right? That's how it is. Henna? The people who use this station regularly, it is talking about that. It talks about this, and then what does it say? The data is calibrated in what? Is it calibrated in numbers or percentage? It is calibrated in percentage. Chalega? Similarly, I'll take you down. I'll show you more questions for task 1. Look at the question and tell me what all things would be added in the intro. Okay, look at the graph. It says, and it talks about a report that simply highlights the number of, what does it say? Pastime activities, right? The pastime activities of Australian children, the pastime activities among commonly pursued pastime activities among Australian students, and that is calibrated. So the data is calibrated in percentage. It is calibrated in percentage. That's about it. Good job. What is this? What is this? Guys, it is a water, basically a process, right? It's a water process, how water is used and how electricity is probably electricity or central heating system. So you have to read the question, you have to see how the process goes from one thing to another, to another, to another, and so on and so forth. So that's how it is, where you are going to have a picture, you'll see a process, and you have to write and describe that process. The pictorial, so like what we see here says, the pictorial graph illustrates an overview of domestic central heating system. It shows how the tank, boiler, and pipes ensure a constant flow of hot water to both the radiators and the taps. Yeah? Great. Let's talk about the pie chart. So we see some pie charts here. All the pie charts are different. They don't have any connection with each other. So what are you going to write? The given pie charts show the world spending, the water population, the water pollution, or rather the water population ki jagah it has to be pollution, and consumption of resources respectively. Okay? The data is calibrated in percentage. Cool? चलो आगे चलते हैं लास्ट वाला देखेंगे and it is again a line graph that shows the acid level in mouth from consumption of sugar and honey. The given line graph shows the combination of the acid consumption by XYZ people in the mouth and how much acidic it is, and it is like the pH levels from 0 to 40 minutes, and it is for how many things? It is for fruit sugar, cane sugar, and honey. Perfect, guys. So with this, we come to an end. Any questions, post it to me. I'm there and I'm available on IELTS by Shivangi. That's on Telegram. Let's stay connected. Let's stay tuned. And on this note, I would want to end the session. Thank you.